What is up, sports bettors and hockey fans? It's Bob from oddsjam with my NHL best bets for today. Before we get started here, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the 20% discount using the code BOB20 on any new oddsjam subscription. BOB20 is the code. And also the oddsjam Discord, where there's lots of betting, sharp bettors, sports bettors, advice, free picks. Go there now. The link is below. And we're looking for content creators for OddsJam. Email me, bob@oddsjam.com. 2 and 3 last night. Hey, we lost a couple of units. Let's get back on the stick today. All right. We are going with the Sharks and Hurricanes, and we are taking the over 6 total goals, minus 113 on the perfect line, minus 118 at Bet Rivers. And let's look for a player shots on goal in this game. The player shots on goal are actually what saved us from having a not so good night. Thank goodness for player props sometimes, right? Okay, well, I keep on going to Brent Burns, and I'm going to keep going to Brent Burns again. But we also have Erik Karlsson. I think Burns shoots the puck more, minus 179 over 2.5 on the perfect line, minus 165 at DraftKings. Let's hit it. All right, the next game is the LA Kings and the Florida Panthers. In this particular game, I was kind of torn as to which way to go. I'm just not a believer in the Panthers right now, or otherwise I would have taken them on the money line. But I'm going to take the over in this game. And yes, I'm going over 6.5 because these are two teams that can score. Minus 129 on the perfect line, minus 130 at Caesars. And several other places too. And for player shots on goal in this game, I've got to go with Adrian Kempe. Minus 134, over 2.5 player shots on goal. We can get it for minus 130 at DraftKings, and we'll hit it. All right, our next game is the Detroit Red Wings at the New York Islanders. Red Wings played last night, second of a back-to-back. We know that is difficult for a team. And, I'm not a firm believer in the Red Wings' ability to win. Advantage should go to the Islanders tonight. But having said that, the total is 5.5, and there's no perfect line, and you can get it for minus 120 at BetMGM. Over 5.5 is the play here. Let's hit it. And for player shots on goal in this game, we're going to go with Anders Lee under. 2.5 player shots on goal, minus 142. On the perfect line, minus 125 at Bet Rivers. Oh, this next game is a heck of a matchup, folks. Vegas from the west, the Rangers from the east. At New York, at Madison Square Garden, I'm taking the Rangers on the money line, minus 150 perfect line, minus 152 at Bet Rivers. And when all else fails, let's take a look at a Mika Zibanejad over in this game, or Jack Eichel, but I think I like Zibanejad over. 2.5 player shots on goal, minus 176. On the perfect line, minus 160 at Caesars. And finally, we are going to go with a game that doesn't have a whole lot of meaning, but it could have a whole lot of scoring, or at least I hope so. Columbus is at Vancouver. We are looking at the over 6.5, minus 125 at Caesars. Let's hit this. And finally, player shots on goal in this game. Brock Besser, under. 2.5 player shots on goal, minus 130 on the perfect line. Minus 109 at Bet Rivers. All right, let's go to the positive EV page. And let's filter out everything except for hockey for tonight and see if we can find 3 plays to some more bets to place. Let us go to selecting all sports books. Let's deselect all sports. Let's select hockey. And let's have a maximum market width of 42 cents. Here we go. Chris Kreider, that is on Price Picks 5-pick flex. We've already got Brady Tkachuk over 3.5 player shots on goal. Jacob Trouba under 2.5 player shots on goal. Let's hit that. You have the Red Wings and Islanders over 6.5 total goals. Tyler Toffoli over 2.5 player shots on goal. Let's hit that. And when all else fails, let's go to Nico Hischier. Over 2.5 player shots on goal. Let's hit that. And we will go to our bet tracker. And let's review the plays that we have made. We've got the Sharks and the Hurricanes over 6 on Bet Rivers. Brent Burns over 2.5 player shots on goal on DraftKings. Over 6.5 total goals, Kings Panthers on Caesars. Adrian Kempe over 2.5 player shots on goal on DraftKings. Over 5.5 total goals, Red Wings Islanders on BetMGM. Anders Lee under 2.5 player shots on goal on Bet Rivers. The Rangers, the money line on Bet Rivers. Mika Zibanejad over 2.5 player shots on goal on Caesars. Over 6.5 total goals, Blue Jackets and the Canucks. On Caesars, Brock Besser under 2.5 player shots on goal on Bet Rivers. And these next 3 are on Bet Rivers. Jacob Trouba under 2.5 player shots on goal. Tyler Toffoli over 2.5 player shots on goal, and Nico Hischier over 2.5 player shots on goal. All positive EV plays. That is our NHL best bets for today. I hope you enjoyed this show. Let's make some money. See you later.